Mitja, shalom in the home.
איך אמרת?
Shalom in the home.
שלום גם לך.
Yeah, we live. We can start.
Hang on one sec.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you here. Nice to see you all.
Good to see you as well. Hello, Anastasia.
Hi.
From what shall we begin today?
Well, I'll get us started in just a second here. Just gonna wait for the regular crowd to pile in. And hopefully some newcomers, and I see some already, which is great. Welcome. Yeah. Start. We've got a lot to get through, so yeah, let's do this. Okay. Hi everybody, welcome to Everscale Community Call number 83. We have a great lineup of projects and presenters today, and I know I often say we have a lot of presenters, but we really do have a lot of presenters today. So more than on any other call, actually, if everybody comes, of course. So let me get my usual 1, 2, 3 out of the way. Please turn your cameras on if you have not done so already. Please wait until each presenter is finished to ask a question and use the raise hand feature in Zoom to do so. For everyone on YouTube, welcome. Please leave your comment or question in the YouTube stream, and we'll get to it at the very end of the call. And one more for this week and for the weeks following. This is an international call, it's a global call, so everything is conducted in English. So if you would, please respect that. Okay, I actually did have a few things that I wanted to say today. I had something I wanted to discuss, but given the roster that we have, especially last minute, I just don't think I'm gonna have time. So I think we're gonna just skip the intro, if everybody's okay with that. I don't think anybody wants to hear me speak more than I have to anyway. We're gonna just get right into it. So let's start like we always do. Technical updates and information. Mitja, if you could, please get us going.
Probably I can. Yeah. So I guess we're all about Rust node updates. So there are people asking me like, what's going on? So the status is we have about 13% of nodes running version 13, which isn't that where we want it to be? Just joking. So need to explain something about the process. So there are several networks that we are running. Like there's an internal network, which is internal networks, I would say, which is one of them, very large network, more than 100 nodes, which is compatibility network. It has like 50-50 split between the C++ node and Rust nodes. Then we have a purely type of network with like Rust nodes. We have DevNet, where just Rust nodes are presented. And then we have mainnet with mostly C++ nodes. So we are deploying, when we're deploying a version of the node, we're deploying it to many networks now, including mainnet. And then we watch the networks and we watch the error logs. And if we see a single tiny error, whatever that error mean, we don't know, right? Doesn't matter what it is. It can be completely minor. It can be not an error. We stop the deployment and we look at that and we analyze that, because we will only switch the network once we don't have any single error, any single conflict on any level. That is a security guarantee we need, and that's what's happening. So last days, basically what we did is analyzing logs on the network, and we see, and the logs of the node, not the logs of the network. And then we see, for example, something like, we have a slight increase of the memory. Why is that? Like we have, I don't know, 1 megabyte increase in memory. Why is that? We go and we analyze, why is that? And if there is even a minor like inefficiency or some, because there are no bugs anymore, like there is no bugs in the node, but there may be some incompatibilities with C++ nodes, small things, or there is a new smart contract executed on DevNet, for example, which has some sort of error in the executor or TVM, something. We need to analyze all that. So, so we got one thing about memory on Friday. We started to analyze that. We found like a, I would say, refactoring issue. It's something that needs to be refactored in the new database implementation, tables implementation. So we did that. We fixed that. Then we see some chain sessions are not closing properly. Would that affect anything at all on the main network? No, it wouldn't. It would just increase memory very low, very like gradually over like year, I don't know. But we are going to fix that now. There was an execution of the 555 period smart contract, which is system smart contract on DevNet. We'll look at that. So what happened? Someone started an old version of Rust node on DevNet without asking us, and it produced wrong block, and it got an error. Nothing, and no risk, nothing to do with anything. We're going to investigate every single accident like that, and until the point where no accident like that will be there, 0 accidents, because there is a 0 security tolerance when we switch. So the networks are kept right now, like the Rust nodes are kept right now at 13% of the Rust network. That will be probably until like tomorrow. It's we already, by the way, yesterday we cut the version 6 from the network, which was about, again, 10%. So we had to wait until the next election, and see if that can, whatever is happening, like if people are upgraded or what happened to these nodes, we need to know, because they may be participating in elections. So we have like 6% of rogue nodes basically on the, and that is downgrading our guarantee by 6% from 30, which is a lot. So we cannot live with that, simply speaking. But we need to see what's going on with this 6% of the nodes, who are the lazy validators who didn't upgrade, and so on. We need to pursue them, and blah blah blah. Again, because if we go up to 30% of the nodes right now, and something happened to, let's say they just stop working because of some memory, running out or whatever, which is just 6% of them would be enough to stop the network from running. We're not going to take these risks, none. So despite the fact that I know there is a lot of pressure on me personally, like I get dozens of messages a day saying one basic question, when, with the question I love the most, and my answer will be the same until I am 100% certain, like, which is impossible, but let's say for me personally, I'm certain that there will be no accidents when we switch the nodes. And until that point, there will be no switch, simply speaking. It's my responsibility, personal responsibility. So of course it is not only my responsibility, but I feel like it's my personal responsibility. So until I'm on the watch for this network switch, there will be 0 tolerance to any errors until we see none of them. We're not switching. That's my point. The prognosis right now, it should happen tomorrow. Like basically tomorrow we will start raising the number of nodes to the 33%. And then we will, do this logistically very hard switch which we'll try to bring the network to like 75% in one go. So we'll see how that goes. Until then, thank you for listening.
So somebody's on the naughty list, on the holiday naughty list.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tired of that. Really, it's like I don't want to switch. Or people like, are you afraid of switching? Like, what do you mean? Are you taking me for like, I don't know? It's a kindergarten. Are you afraid of jumping or something? Yeah, it's not about afraid or not afraid. It's about, the process and the security guarantee. Very simple. It's an engineering process. It's not my wish. Thanks.
So get off his naughty list and you won't get coal in your stocking this year. All right. Thank you, Mita. All right, let's move on to Vlad. By now, I don't know anyone who doesn't know Vlad, but obviously he's a regular. He wants to talk about the invisible bridge technology. So Vlad, if you're all set.
Yeah. Hi guys. You see my new personality, Metaverse personality.
Well, it's not new anymore. We love it.
It's not new. So it's persistence is a sign of quality. Okay, so let me share the screen. So just a second. So just a few words before I start. So actually, what is it's in fact called not invisible but hidden bridge technology. And what it actually does is that now you will be able to transfer funds from EVM network to another EVM network through Everscale without a necessity to have Evers to pay for gas. And this all become possible due to a new credit processor that was integrated into the bridge recently. And what it does actually is that it allows you to pay for gas with your tokens, and it exchanges it at on swap and also returns the change back to your wallet. As of now, so you will see some that there is still an intermediate. You need still to connect the Crystal wallet because just in case if there is a really tiny, extremely tiny probability that something may go wrong in the middle, so that you will always be able to finalize the transaction with your wallet. However, we are moving towards making it fully invisible and fully transparent, and you will see that right now we have quite a number of steps that will be shown, but later on it will be, of course, simplified. So just to showcase you, so I will now, I have some DAI tokens in my Phantom account, so Phantom network, and I will transfer them to Polygon now. So I select Phantom Opera here and Polygon here. So you see that I have the sender address put automatically. However, the receiver address can be anything, so valid in Polygon network. So let's push next. Select DAI token. So we see I have 10 DAI token. Let's transfer all of this. So important thing. So here you see the minimum receive amount in Polygon. Why is it like this? Is that because part of your tokens will be sold to pay all the intermediate gas fees, and still it is very cheap. So if you, for example, try to send it to Binance through other bridges, so it's quite expensive. And this is the gas price of 2.4 DAI. So in fact, this is a maximum that you will need to have. And if contracts consume significantly less, so you will get the change to your wallet. So I'm pressing transfer, and you see here is a number of steps that will be performed, and they will take some time because, in fact, what it does is that it performs 3 operations. So the first one is transferring tokens from Phantom Opera to Everscale. Next, it changes a part of tokens to Doubleton and Robset, and to pay the gas and return the credit to the credit processor. And after that, it emits the transfer to the target network, which is Polygon in our case. So let's try and do it. So here you see, well, the gas fee compared to Ethereum is extremely low. So I'm really enjoying this. So, and while it is being confirmed, I will tell about a few peculiarities that you need to think of. The first one is that the consensus in those networks is something not really stable and not, there is a probability, quite considerable probability, that you may have the fork of the network in the process. And that's why we, just to guarantee that your transfer will be safe, we are looking for a bit longer chain of confirmations for both Phantom and Polygon and Binance as well. And you may see the number of necessary confirmations here. So, and typically it takes a few seconds to confirm, but still it's the whole process will take roughly 5 minutes. And after that, so once you, yeah, you see, so it's confirmed now. So now it's transfer is being prepared in Triton, which means that the event contract is being deployed, and relayers of the bridge will start confirming it. What's more important is that all those event networks, although they're quite popular now and there's a lot of liquidity in there, they are not stable in any sense, because the RPC connectors to the nodes tend to fail multiple times per day, and our users always claim that there is some issue with transfer. So that's something I'm really proud of Everscale, is that we don't have such issues at all. So there, of course, a certain percentage of transactions that can be rejected by the network by design, or Mita maybe will correct me the correct term for this. So something like between 5 and 10%, but it is expected, not like in Polygon or Phantom or Binance Smart Chain. So when you just have some random,
and it will go away with ramp, of course.
Yes, absolutely. So and here we introduced so many checks upon this bridge and this technology that the product itself so is extremely complex now, but although it is still audited and secure solution. Yeah, so what will go next? So now the contract is being deployed, and we are waiting for a decent number, for it to be released. So the transfer will now be checked by relayers, and the transfer will be released in Triton. One more thing, I will just show you in real time, so how it's going on and how you can do it yourself also. When we just reach this stage, so I will go to the tone swap in the DAI to doubleton pair and show you the transaction that appears there just in real time. Yeah, so meanwhile the transactions are checked by the relayers. So I also want to just give a hint of what will be released soon in the bridge. So first of all, you will have the section named My Transfers. So we are still testing it because, as you may know, we had several critical security patches in the bridge, and we have had to redeploy certain contracts. So not all transfers could show here, but we will fix this with update of our indexers. Then you will so you see that the transfer was confirmed, and now it's pending processing. So meaning that now the credit processor is issuing the credit for the whole process. So meanwhile, so we introduced the Staking Explorer, so long awaited, and also the My Stake Performance Explorer. So now all guys who have staking will be able to have the stake in the bridge, will be able to see the performance. Although we didn't make the reward distribution yet, we plan to do this later in December. So just keep an eye on our official groups. So we will make an announcement once it's done. And also what is under development currently is the governance section, which will introduce a full-scale DAO, so meaning that you will be able to create a proposal, having enough stake to do this, and all the proposals will be applied automatically. Yeah, so you see that now it's calculating the swap parameters, and once it starts to execute the swap, so I'll show, already have it open, so bit on DAI, so I'll update the page just for everything to be fair. So you see the latest transaction is for 6 USD roughly. So swap in progress. Now if we just keep spamming, yeah, already we see it here. So you see that 2 and something USD were exchanged to 8.5 double ton, and just to maybe we will be able to see this here. So we see I have 16 ton here. So, and the change will be delivered to this wallet as well. So now it performs the exchange at ton swap to double tons, and just in a moment it will start unwrapping them to get Evers. So now it will be called Evers. So we didn't localize the interface yet. Sorry. So it's coming. It's coming definitely, maybe early next year. So we still have a lot of cool features to create, and renaming in products. It's something really painful. Yeah, so we see unwrapping is in progress, and right after that, the second transfer will be deployed towards the Polygon network. So just to show you, so what I have in Polygon now, yeah, so now I have just 8 Matic, and yeah, so we need to find the address of the DAI, just FTM scan. Matic. Oh no, Matic. DAI, of course. DAI stablecoin. Okay. You see, I didn't do this yet, so I need to import it first. What's wrong with you? So it's Phantom. Ah, sorry, I need the Polygon, of course. It's the Polygon. Polygon scan. The wrong network. Too many explorers. Yeah. One more important thing I want to for you to pay attention to is that not each chain has you see the transaction here. So this is the delivery from the unwrapping to the wallet balance. You see it changed now. So that not every network has all coins minted natively, meaning that, for example, DAI is not the real DAI. It's something like POS DAI stable coin, so meaning that it is not the official coin issued by the maker DAO. Here is now 0 DAI in my balance, and that's why the most asked question is, why, guys, do you put limits on the vaults in different networks? Look, the major issue that we see is that DAIs in one network may be not as valuable as DAIs in other network. For example, everyone knows that the native blockchain for DAI is Ethereum, of course, yeah, but also MakerDAO, if I'm not wrong, it also means it on Phantom as well. But as for the Polygon, for example, so it is not the official minting of Maker. And although someone may consider those tokens as valuable as the original DAI, so there is still a risk that in case, for example, Phantom starts doing some strange things, whatever, so the token there may be devaluated, and there will be the outflow of the liquidity from that network. So the guys will just lock fake DAIs in the vault in Polygon, for example, in Phantom, and then withdraw them in the Ethereum. So we consider this risk very seriously, and we are reaching the official institutes who are issuing these tokens for confirmation and some guarantees about the real value of these tokens, or maybe they can deploy the official contracts themselves. So you see, the transfer was prepared for the Polygon. Now I just need to release it in Polygon. So yeah, so also the gas price is extremely low compared to Ethereum. So, and now we have the transfer being released in Polygon, so it will take a while. Yeah, so we see the transaction in fact is already confirmed, and probably we can already see it in our assets. Yeah, so we see here 7.8 DAI. So the total cost may seem like 2.2 USD. So, but in fact, you should remember that there is a change on your wallet. So, even if you didn't have the change, or even you haven't deployed your wallet, so that's absolutely nothing to do with it. So you will have the change delivered here. So that's it. This is the hidden bridge technology, and a few words left just to say why we need it and where we are directing it. So in fact, this is the huge change, huge step towards making Everscale as a high-speed transaction bus for different DApps in different networks that will allow those DApps to become truly cross-chain. So they do not need to rely on some censorship that can appear on other bridges that are not fully decentralized. So, and those DApps can just build the logics through the hidden bridge technology. And of course, the users don't necessarily will need to see all the steps, so they will just transfer tokens or whatever from one chain to another, and that's it. So, yeah, I think generally it is. So if you have any questions, guys, please.
Super cool, super cool, very super cool. Yes, please. Does anyone have a question? Raise your hand.
Is it in production?
It's almost in production, so we're making the final tests. So hopefully we will release it this or next week. So definitely before the Christmas, together with other sections that are already on beta. So, but you can already try it yourself. Go into beta.stonebridge.io, but please consider that beta can be updated anytime. So it's not as stable as the regular website.
We are already integrating this in KWPC processes, and we will integrate it into Flex processes. So we're welcome very much. I mean, there will be like a possibility to trade tokens directly from EVM based networks to like native tokens in Everscale. So we're integrating the technology right now. Thank you.
A teaser. So guys, just expect the real boom of the Everscale.
Yeah, we are. Now I saw Vladimir Maslikov, you had a question. You put your hand down. Do you still have a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, Vlad, great job. Thank you for presentation. Very looking forward to use it in production. So I have more, it doesn't have to do with this particular functionality, but do we have any plans for bridging Cardano networks and Solana networks, which I think is also
so
interests a lot of people.
In fact, we discussed this with the team, and it is not something. So the architecture of the bridge itself is so highly abstract that it can consume almost any other network. However, right now, so it is adapted mostly for EVM-based networks. So, for example, we can add a new EVM network, so just in a few hours. But the main point always is that you need first to think about liquidity providers from other side, because this is exactly what happens time to time now. So when, for example, one guy wants to withdraw DAI, for example, from Everscale to Binance, and he cannot do this because there is no liquidity in the vault on the other side. We have already a feature in development to do this. So just some hint, you will be able to arbitrage such liquidity requests from the other side and get a premium for this. And after we do this and fully implement all what we planned, so we will start thinking about other networks. Another point is that we need also some internal automation, because right now the process of upgrading bridge takes too much time for the technical team, and so we are also developing some of our internal tools to make it happen faster and more reliable. After doing all of these, so I think that we'll be able to discuss the expansion.
Yeah, and I have a second question regarding the first problem you mentioned about the liquidity providers. Can integration with Flex potentially help solve this problem?
Flex is one of the use cases in this point, but the major issue is you need to have liquidity providers in other networks who are interested in providing liquidity. And they need to have some interest in Everscale. Of course, we are doing this with the DeFi Alliance farming programs, but still we need to be more creative, and the more, for example, projects you have in the ecosystem of Everscale with more interest from investors who will be just pulling their money towards Everscale. So the easier it will be to transfer through the bridge. So yes, to answer your question, yes, Flex is one of such cases, such use cases which attracts investors and allows them to bring money directly. Another use case, for example, is that we discussed with some of NFT teams, is that you will be able to, for example, buy NFT with your MetaMask, so without even seeing the crystal wallet or without the need to have Evers to pay for this.
And sorry, the last question regarding NFTs. Will I be able to transfer NFT from one network to the other using the same technology?
The general answer is yes. However, we already discussing with several teams the adapters for NFT. And the main issue now is that we don't have a single standard for NFT. And so there are actually now 3 or 4 standards, as far as I know. And to write an adapter for the bridge, so it's a complex task, because you need to think about the security first of all, and how it will be converted from one standard to another one on the other side. So there are some ideas that I do not want to spoil now. And I definitely think that next year we will see the fully scaled NFT bridge. But this mainly depends on the NFT ecosystem and its members, who need first to agree on some major points.
Got it. Thanks.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your answer, Vlad. Badou, you raised your hand for a minute. Did you have a question, or can we move on? I think that
yes. Well, already asked. So it was a question about NFT supporting NFT support in bridge. Yeah. So the question was already answered. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, if you have any other questions, so don't hesitate to come to the Broxus Discord or Broxus official groups in Telegram, and just there is a really friendly community knowing already a lot about the bridge, and they are willing to help, and we are also monitoring 24/7 there. So please feel free to come and ask, or DMs anyone from the team.
And maybe Roman, maybe toss that into the YouTube stream, the link to the community. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Very interesting. Very cool. Yes, good stuff coming. All right. I hope everybody remembers Michael Gord from GDA Capital. He's basically GDAs are the people that run what's currently still called the Ton Startup Competition, but it's, I'm sure, going to be called the Everscale Startup Competition any moment now. And it seems that we have the next phase upon us. And I see Michael here. So Michael, the floor is yours. Please tell us what you have going on.
Hey, everyone.
Oh, sorry, Vlad, can you stop sharing your screen? Or, oh, I'm sorry, that isn't your screen.
I did already.
Yeah, this is just you. Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
That's me. That's new me.
Outer space flood.
Michael, sorry, please go ahead.
Yeah, so hey everyone. Well done on the progress on the applications. Yeah, so it's still called Next Top Ton Startup. Can decide whether we change up definitely the intention is to change it to the Next Top Everscale Startup. Although we still need a logo and branding for Everscale. So so I haven't been sure if we rebrand it halfway through, or whether we just continue with this for this one and rebrand it next time and for the next competition. We've got about 200 people that are registered, and which equates to about 40-50 projects, which I think is pretty good. And as a result of the startup competition, it has provided us with a simpler way to partner. I think I brought up some of these groups last time. The Kerala Blockchain Academy, which is I think it's probably the number one developer I think it's training the most blockchain developers in the world at any one time. So they have thousands of people that they're basically a university now. They've taken over university campus. I think we can go a lot deeper with them as well by if we provide them with Everscale training material, which I think we actually should have. It just needs to be built out into a curriculum type thing that we can certify their students for. Then that would I think we can go a lot deeper with that group. So they're a partner of it, as is Blockchain Center India, as is what's it called? As is the Blockchain Center Caribbean and the Blockchain Education Network. I actually just met with the executive director of the Blockchain Education Network yesterday, and he brought up a really interesting idea. I know that Everscale as of now has no exposure to the metaverse. Ben has done lectures in also Blockchain University is another low-hanging fruit that I'm trying to include. But an interesting idea that I had yesterday is the Blockchain Education Network did a workshop in Decentraland University in Decentraland, where there's like a university auditorium. They had 400 people participate. I think they're probably one of the first organizations to use it. But I think that it'd be cool for us also to do a workshop perhaps with them in Decentraland University in Decentraland as a way to bring more eyeballs to us, and to demonstrate that Everscale is starting to explore and participate in the metaverse, which I'm sure everyone has seen is pretty hot right now. The original timeline was that the startup competition was to finish yesterday, and we extended it to January, just to give teams until the end of the year, pretty much to finish. And similarly, I think we should organize a demo day for the winner, or not for the winners, for the finalists. Approximately 2 weeks a week. Generally, as we give ourselves a 2-week judging period, or 1-week judging period, which on consideration of the timing now, that puts us into Christmas, which is not the best time. So that's the update. If anyone has any questions, happy to provide some more context.
That's absolutely fantastic, Michael. Thank you for coming, by the way. And yes, we do right away. We've got Nikita asking one question. Nikita, go ahead.
Hi, Mike. I wanted to ask you, so do I understand right that the plan is wait till the mid of January when we, finish the startup competition? I mean, the extended period of the startup competition, and after that, we gather some people from the community as well as people outside of the community to judge, basically, to judge the projects that were submitted, and after that, try to understand which ones are worth, and if we find the ones that are worth, we just somehow try to work with them more closely.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll bring in, if anyone is interested in this community, and judging and participating in that would be great. And then similarly, we'll bring in some judges outside of the community to, individuals that we'd like to bring into the community as a way to bring them in, to show them what's being built. So perhaps either feel free to share, to let me know now, or I'll perhaps make a form or something in the Telegram group, or do a poll to see which ones of you wants to participate in the judging. But yeah, the objective is to identify.
How many people do you think we need, Mike? How many people do you think we need? 5 or 7 or 10?
I would say because it's virtual. I would say more is better. There's no need to have a fixed number, because it's not like you need, with in-person hackathons, there's a table. There's a table with a few judges that are doing it live. Virtual, we have the good fortune of not having that. So I think more participation on the judging side is better, because there's just more eyeballs, and it is, more eyeballs and more, any judge is generally a value add person in the world, either an accomplished entrepreneur, developer, investor. So them looking at all the teams is just, better for the teams, because one of them might, see something that the other ones don't, that they may be able to integrate into their ecosystem in whatever way.
Mike, as I remember correctly, we have we also have some prizes that were guaranteed by DeFi Alliance. So Ron, I think we should, maybe to the closer to the end of December, maybe the beginning of January, try to understand what kind, the names of the people that would like to participate from our side. What do you think? We need some tech people. Sure. We need some tech people. We need some maybe guys from investment funds. We also do have such people in the governance and maybe some other guys. So I think we should maybe to the end of November, beginning of January, start thinking about delegating some people to judge.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea.
Yep.
Yeah, we can organize
Right.
that. We could do it pretty quickly too. So maybe we can we'll talk offline or off video, and yeah, sure. Yeah. DM me. I'm ready.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
And then the objective is, I think, for the winning teams to organize a demo day type activity that we do virtually. We stream to the Crypto Convention Center in Decentraland, and we look to bring our community to see the projects that have been built. And generally, from experience, the projects that come in are pretty high quality. Several of the projects that participated in the Next Top blockchain startup actually got funded. So that's really the objective. We want to be demonstrating that by participating in the startup competition, then firstly, you get super immersed into the Ton ecosystem, into the Everscale ecosystem. You meet with entrepreneurs, investors, developers that are building it. So in a quick and efficient way, and that you get support, or not, you for sure do. But if you show you're serious, then we want to support people that are serious, and investors want to support people that are serious. So hopefully some projects get funded, and this creates a good platform for us to do it annually, bigger and better. And then on the back of this, as I spoke about last time, there are several other, like we could do a case competition to bring in executives. We could do a code challenge to focus just on a specific problem. Next Top Everscale developer, Next Top Everscale executive. So there are other Next Top Everscale NFT, bring a bunch of NFTs.
Oh yeah.
So I think that we end up with like 4 annual events. Each quarter is one. We host all of them annually, and just each focus, like Next Top blockchain, Next Top Everscale startup focuses on building a company. Next Top NFT focuses on NFTs. And for designers, for artists, we do one for developers, we do one for executives, as a consistent talent on ramp. We keep the same partners for all of them, so it just provides us with a platform to bring in new partners, new artists, executives, developers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people are going to take advantage of that. I think you're going to get a lot of people that are also going to just throw all their projects at you at the same time, but that's how it works. Michael, I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming today. It was to call it interesting would be an understatement. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah, happy to.
All right, let's move on. We have Omar from he's going to talk about the Open Telegram project. I just discovered it the other day. I didn't even know what was going on. So I'm personally anxious to hear more about it. Omar, I see you're here. If you would, please tell us about this.
Hi, everyone. Omar talks Russian. He is CCO of the project Open Telegram, and I will represent the project.
And you are not Omar.
No, I'm not Omar.
Okay, you are Max, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, please. Go ahead.
I'm also CEO, not Open Telegram, but and Ton SSL team. And our project is a startup. We're looking for investors, and I apologize in advance, entire correction pronunciation.
Don't worry about it, just go ahead.
Our Chief Technology Officer and creator of the project is busy now. He cannot be represented. You can ask him all questions in the chat of group. I continue. We're a startup and we're starting working with Freeton Everscale only in August this year. Everscale at the time, Freeton seemed to us a highly tech promising blockchain. I think Ton is a fast and high tech cryptocurrency. We decided to make such a product in order to radically distinguish this blockchain from others. Also note, we published a presentation of the project on Freeton forum community and proposal, and 1.5 months ago, also our team has submitted an application for grants from Everscale incubators. I will turn on a screen.
Go right ahead.
Please, 1 minute. 1 minute, please. We have a problem. I will turn off and connect you again.
Okay, no problem. Houston, we have a problem. Happens all the time.
It's presentation effect.
Yeah.
Everything should break.
Yeah, it's the curse of public speaking. What are you going to do?
Absolutely.
In the meantime, I can sing. Does anybody want me to sing?
No.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Actually, Ron, can I use a minute? I just
yeah, good idea. Quickly, Alex, go. Yeah.
Actually, we are looking for very good team, very strong team who want to participate in the protocol development for free Everscale node. So if you have or know such a team, it's very complicated, very complex stuff. So if you have no such team with good architecture, with good experience, with a lot of Rust development, something like Ton Labs, for example, if you know another Ton Labs, please come on and take part in the contest that we have in the DevX sub-governance right now till tomorrow. Just you need to put the that you want to participate, that's all. That will be enough for today. Thank you, that's all.
Absolutely, Alex, thank you. Yeah. Sorry. So Max, you're back. Max is not there. Max, I don't see you. Yeah, so yeah, sorry. Alex, thank you very much. So yes, please go and check that contest out. And we are waiting for Max. Max is saying shit happens, as they say, huh? All right. Max, we're going to get right back to you as soon as you're back in Zoom, because I don't see you there. In the interim, let's move to.
He's here.
Are you here?
Yes,
He's here? There he is, Max.
Yeah, I'm here. You need to give me an enter.
Share screen options. That's available. You should be able to share your screen. Roman.
No. When I log out and log in, I need a permission to log to this conference. May I continue or?
Yeah. Go. You're on.
I'm really sorry for this. Yesterday we launched our new site, and this is here it is. I present Open Telegram. This is a messenger with messenger Telegram with built-in cryptocurrency wallet with Ton, with Everscale. A short slogan of our application: simple, fast, and convenient. It's simple, fast, and convenient product. At the same time, we don't forget about technology. These are complex technologies in simple terms. They are adapted for the common user. whether he is familiar with cryptocurrencies or not. Our task is not to make the product complicated and incomprehensible, but rather to give the user a set of simple and intuitive tools that he will choose for himself. The purpose of the functionality, it should be useful and necessary. We create a crypto wallet that makes sense within the framework of these services. We give the user the opportunity to both earn and spend. And let's digress for a second. What makes the credit card popular? The credit card is capable of receiving and sending money. In fact, this is the only purpose. And its core, it cannot do anything else. Of course, money can be stored on it. What makes the credit card popular? Shop. Without a store, it's just a pointless piece of plastic. Of course, you can deposit and transfer money to someone, but you cannot spend it. It's possible, but there are very, very few such places. Cryptocurrencies, places where you can spend it. If a payment instrument cannot be realized, then it loses all meaning. Add to this all the complexity of cryptocurrencies for ordinary people, and you will understand the main meaning of our Open Telegram application. We create a universal tool where you can earn and spend. This is a multi-currency wallet with huge functionality, simplified for the average user. We're trying to implement popular functionality in the application. This is kind of supermarket where a person has a multi-currency card with which he earns money and which he spends it on things or services he needs. It's a one-stop business platform. To do this, we create roadmaps, improve functionality, implements exchanges, bridge swaps, and connect blockchains. We involve people and audience of other blockchains in our solution application. And our application solution is based on Everscale. Any person who comes to our system will use Everscale. The higher the demand, the more expensive the product. The liquidity of anything determines the demand. If you build a very cool smart house in Antarctica, it will just be a very cool smart home in Antarctica. It doesn't make sense. At the same time, a cheap barn in the center of Moscow will cost much more than a two-story mansion in some village Kukuyevo, because there is demand for this barn in the Moscow. This is the main point of the application. By engaging the audience, we create a demand for the application's cryptocurrency, and the main coin is Everscale. All basic calculations take place in it, replenishment, withdrawal. At the same time, all crypto wallets are made either for some kind of narrow functionality as some kind of point tool for some select people, or it's senseless plastic that cannot be paid in a store. Now few people understand that what the Open Telegram project is about and in its projects. And what's pity, we got a full-fledged Telegram messenger client with built-in crypto wallet and the whole ecosystem around it, donates and chats and groups, services, partners, cashback, NFT, swap. To popularize these calculations in Everscale, we have developed a huge number of user scenarios. For example, advertising cabinet. Let's go to functionality page. Okay, this is personal area of the user. You can see it. We're currently negotiating with AdGram. We would like to integrate the exchange into Open Telegram. Now we're creating a full-fledged advertising platform within the application so that a person without leaving his personal area can create and configure advertising, pay and launch it. That's a person opens a wallet, replenishes it, creates a group or public and launches an advertisement. We already have a custom script for the user's ad account. This is one scenario for popularizing Everscale. Now we have launched donations in chats and group owners. They're already working. We're currently testing them. We also plan to scale up to allow group owners to stream with donations. Consider an example, an online psychologist, lawyer, or some kind of online training conducts a stream, which will be made in video communication in Open Telegram. And users ask questions by making donations. A person replenishes the wallet for 5 coins, 5 Everscales, asks a question, pays, and the questions go to the streamer. Video blogger can collect funds using donations for any purpose, including charity. For example, a streamer goes to an animal shelter, starts a stream, and people donate him right during the stream. Also, let's talk about NFT. It's the main them for discussion, for people, for understanding the process, because other subjects is very complexity. NFT stands for token, and it can technically contain anything digital, including drawings, animated GIFs, video games, songs, or other items. NFTism is hype. 2020 and 2021 showed us that NFT is a high demand in the market. We want the process of creating, buying, and selling NFTs by as easy as possible for the user. What does a person need to create an NFT token? He installs the Open Telegram application, takes photo, or uploads his image to the phone, creates an NFT in his personal area, or right inside the profile in chat. And after that, he can easily sell it, donate to anyone in one touch. No other application has this functionality right now. I want to note that here that all NFT tokens will be created on the Ton blockchain based on Everscale token. Also, in our plans, the create of NFT exchange. I will play the video with beta testing. It recorded 1 month ago. You can see it. Let's talk about interaction between Open Telegram and Telegram users. We have worked out several user scenarios for interaction between users of our application and the official client. This is probably more related to advertising and marketing. However, let's look at one example of a custom scenario. An Open Telegram user sends tokens to a regular Telegram client user. In fact, he cannot do this in any way because the second person does not have an Everscale wallet. And a regular person sees this form in which his money is. First person sends form with money to the second. First use Open Telegram, the second regular Open Telegram. The form will contain a link to the Play Market to download the Open Telegram application. A person downloads, a wallet is automatically created for him, and after which he receives money for it. I want to note that if a stranger transfers money, then of course, on the other hand, the form will cause suspicion. However, if your friend sends your money, then you will download the application without any question and receive tokens or NFTs. In addition, to popularize Everscale, as I mentioned above, we are developing partially testing the donation system in groups. And we already have several partners, charitable foundations. Let's look at an example of how this would work. There's an animal found, there's a kitten, he needs help. The owner of the group publishes a post about a kitten with fundraiser. Each member of the public can enter any amount for donations in this post in a special form. For Open Telegram users, the scenario is clear. For ordinary Telegram users, the scenario is the same as in the previous example. He follows the link, downloads the application, he gets an Everscale wallet, he makes a donation. Thus, we attract the audience of public and group owners to our application, and as a result, to Everscale. In fact, we have a lot of ideas for expanding the Open Telegram audience, and these questions are more related to marketing and advertising. If you have any more questions, I will address them to marketers. Here one could mention the services section where products integrated into Open Telegram will be located, such as library of ebooks, audiobooks, online goods, etc. And let's talk about monetization way. We will not build a monetization model entirely through commissions. By the way, at the start, in the next 6 months, there will be no commissions in the application at all. In the future, we will gradually introduce wallet statuses. Now everyone has gold wallets upon registration. Everyone will have their own privileges. The main monetization will take place through internal services, NFT, advertising exchange, donates during streaming, providing advertising space to partners, attracting to largest ebook, libraries, etc. According to marketing research, Open Telegram is the most attractive product for the popularization of settlements in cryptocurrency. It's worth paying attention to the successful case of a similar IME application. During the development of Open Telegram, we identified critical problems of the IME application, high commission, difficult transfers, and so on, and solved them, simplifying the use of the Open Telegram crypto messenger, making it as clear, simple, and convenient as possible. To popularize Open Telegram, we invite investors to cooperate. And our project is funded at ourselves, at our expense. We develop the project ourselves. We did not receive any grants from the community. We were unable to come up with a written proposal. We don't receive any funding from absolutely anyone. At the moment, about $80,000 have been spent on the development of the application. We are doing our best to participate in receiving grants, but now it's not entirely clear that we will receive something, we will not receive something. And this worries this worries us. Financing issue is very acute. This is fairly large and ambitious project. And we hope for your power, for your meaning. What do you think? Thanks.
Thank you, Max. I think you guys did a hell of a job. That's what I think. But I wonder if anybody has any questions.
I'm sorry if there will be an answer. I will answer. If a question will be, I will answer in Russian, and Amar will answer in Russian. Okay.
Okay. Very good. Or I don't see any. Oh, I do see one hand raised. Alexander, please go ahead.
The question is, where are you guys now on adoption? I see in your Telegram chat there are like 2,500 people. How many downloads? Is there actual usage of the product? Just talk a bit about adoption. Yeah.
We have launched beta version 2 weeks ago, and in 2 weeks we have 5,000 downloads. It's 2,500 in our group, and from right download from site, old version.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Max, great. Excellent presentation. Thank you so much. If anybody else has any questions, I think maybe they can go to, if you can slip the chat link into Zoom so that people can come, join, and ask any other questions. That would be great. Yep. Thank you very much, Max. Really appreciate it. Let's move on. We have, well, second to last presentation, we have Anastasia from the third place NFT marketplace. That's alliteration. Sorry. To talk about, well, first of all, I noticed you guys have a digital Renoir that's being sold off in pieces in what, like 15 days. So go ahead, Anastasia. We'd love to hear it.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hi.
Once again, yes, I'm Anastasia, and also in the chat right now, in the Zoom call right now, there's Olga, who's the founder of the project. And so I'll begin, I'll tell as much as I can, and if anything, I'll pass the word to her. So once again, starting from the very beginning, what is NFT third place? This is an NFT marketplace that was based on a cultural space, creative space. This is also called Third Place in St. Petersburg in Narishkin Palace. That was previously founded by a group of IT investors. So after a few years of successful processing, they've been opened a marketplace, and it's fully functioning, and it's based on the Everscale blockchain. So the main things I can tell about our marketplace, and then go back to the Renoir, as you asked me to tell about, is that we can mint into NFTs both digital and real world art objects. And this is the key feature and very important, using the NFC technologies with that card and chip and everything. And so this marketplace works for independent artists, NFT artists, galleries, projects. And besides of that, our special project, which is called The Greatest Works of Art, is dedicated to the following thing. We choose an original artwork, like a masterpiece of art, which right now in our case is a double portrait of Jean Badou by Renoir. And so we pre-order it, then we start the NFT promo. Then later on, once everything is done, what NFT promo, sorry, it's important to mention, this is a fractional NFT ownership. So people won't own the original work of the original painting, they will own an NFT of that painting. But later on, once all the NFTs, fractional NFTs are sold, we will buy the painting and bring it to St. Petersburg. So there would be a private showcase, private exhibition for the NFT holders. And after that, we will pass this masterpiece to the museum. Supposedly, for the moment, it would be a Hermitage Museum, where it will remain for 3 or 5 years. And after that, it would be transferred to the third place, to our exhibiting hall, so that everyone would be able to see it. And we have in plans not just that, so this is the beginning of this special project based on our platform, but there will be more other cool, like truly masterpiece of art, as Van Gogh and other things. And I think I can share my screen to show you the website of the project, if that is okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So can everyone see it?
We can.
Wonderful. So this is the page of our project, The Greatest Works of Art. And this is the double portrait of Jean Badou. As you can see, it's absolutely magnificent. And we decided to start from this one because we believe that actually Renoir back then, he felt the time beforehand, because this border just looks like contemporary nowadays Instagram pictures of someone when you cannot choose just one pose, and so you make a series of photographs, and this is absolutely astonishing. So here you can see the number of tokens, and wait a minute, I'll put it here. This is the pre-sale price right there. This is the timer, the final countdown. And also you would be able to read in more details about the origin story. How is that fractional ownership is developed, is based on. Know more about project mentors. Here, once again, as I already told you, but maybe it's easier to look at it rather than hear about it. This is the roadmap of this project. And there's more about the artwork. So you can enter your email here, and you'd be subscribed and would receive all the news in regards to the project. And also there's a link to join our Telegram community, where we post news and answer to any questions. That's it. And if Ola has anything to add to that, you're welcome. Or if anyone have any questions, go ahead as well.
So thank you, Anastasia, so much for an interesting story about Renoir. And also I would like to say that we have a plan of 10 masterpieces for a second year, for 2022. So we have a big project, and Renoir is this is the first masterpiece. So we have a long roadmap of this.
Absolutely. This is just the beginning of a really cool story.
It's a very, very cool story. And I have a personal, interest in this, because I love Renoir and I love art, and I've been to the Hermitage on more than one occasion. And I often compare it to places in Paris, and, Paris is obviously famous, and Amsterdam is obviously famous for, the Van Gogh Museum and so many other wonderful things. And every time I compare it, it does not compare to the beauty and absolute magnificence of the art culture in St. Petersburg, and specifically Renoir, specifically the Hermitage. It's a breathtaking thing. So I think this is an amazing project. I wish you guys the best of luck. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Ron, you're muted.
Oh, yeah, I am muted. Sorry. Thank you. I mentioned at the beginning of the call, we have a lot of presentations. Yes, we are running over time. We're an hour 20 in, but we have to get everything in because the schedule is the schedule. Roman, I believe you wanted to talk about Everscale community on Discord. Unfortunately,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's snap.
I'll be very fast. Yeah. I just want to show the community that we already launched our own Discord server. Here you can find the updates. You can find the all information that you need, guidelines, and etc. That I can say that we almost switched from the Freeton forum to the Everscale Discord. Here you can find the all contests, all AMA sessions. Many AMA sessions will be handled here. Here we have a tribune that you guys can go there and make a voice chat anytime you want. So just please join our community Discord, and let's start discuss and chatting here. That's all.
Yeah, I'll just quickly add to that. So, I mean, basically, the way we've seen it, everybody's used to the current form that we're using. It's, to say the least, it's a little, I don't want to say complicated, it's just jumbled. And Discord is just far superior. Neither is going to take over the other. It's just a matter of we're going to treat Discord as the bigger and better sibling. So if you still want to use the other forum, that's up to you. But I think people will eventually migrate to Discord, and we're going to just do everything there. So if you don't have Discord, get it. If you are on Discord, join the chat. Roman, we'll give you the link. I think he's made like 10 different announcements. So yeah, we're migrating to Discord.
Yeah, there will be announcements every week about our Discord server. Yeah.
Our favorite closing segment of Ben's Bits will not be seen tonight, this morning, depending on where you are, because Ben had to run. Apparently there's a storm in London, so our favorite Brit is gone, which means even though we only ran over by 22 minutes. So I would like to say, any call for final I apologize sincerely. We do have a few questions. They were written into us. They're not on YouTube. They were written into us, although there's one on YouTube. Let's answer that one first. What is the minimum quantity of tokens to do a bridge between BSC and Phantom? And the answer is it costs roughly at this moment $2.3. And that is on top of so once you pay the $2.3, the principal amount is transferred. So it's not like it's deducted. It's on top of. At least that's what I understood from Vlad. Next we have, is there any logo available in good quality? Yes, from the Web and Design Group. He's going to Nikita will share the link as soon as possible for everybody. So it'll be in all the chats. You'll be able to see it. When will the full switch to the Rust node happen? If you look at the recording from today's call, Mitya addressed that at the very beginning. So once this is uploaded to YouTube, in I think about 10 minutes after we're done, you're going to be able to get that answer. When will new funds come? When will the price go up? Well, I'm going to buy Microsoft stock and see what happens there too. Listen, guys, come on. I mean, these are kindergarten questions. I mean, it's not how it works. But and we're not going to give you financial advice. But the fact of the matter is that everything that's being done right now is being done in order for the price to go up, because who doesn't want it to go up? But there's no guarantees in life. Korean question solved or not? Right. Okay. So the Korean question, it's not the Korean question, and that's, in all fairness, it's a little offensive. The problem was not with the Korean community. And if you go to the current forum, there's actually a representative from Korea who made it very, very clear. This has nothing to do with the Korean community. It has to do, from what I understand, with just a couple of guys, okay? So there's a couple of guys who controlled a bunch of wallets and they dumped a bunch of tokens. That's it. Now, as far as I understand, there are conversations between them and folks from our community. So it's not a Korean question. I think the latest announcement was that the Korean community is actually hodling 30 million tokens, if I'm not mistaken. Roman, is that right? I believe you saw that. All right. Anyway, so it's not a Korean question. That's an unfair statement. But yes, a few people from Korea decided to sell. It happens. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. And by the way, this was also addressed at the beginning of the call in terms of who holds and who doesn't, and what's going to happen moving forward. So I hope that sort of answers it. Any more questions? Last call. No. Everybody, thank you so very much for coming. I was actually very happy to see that there were a lot more people on the call today. Of course, towards the end, we dipped a little bit because nobody wants to sit on a call for an hour and a half. But I urge you to all come next week and the week after and the week after that. The more people we have, the more exciting it gets, the more information is shared, and the more people know about it and can share it with their communities and networks. I appreciate it. Thank you. Love you all. See you next week. Bye-bye.